Hey there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast episode 18, How to Disagree in English, Useful Expressions. My name's Ola and I teach English online through one-to-one lessons. This podcast is for you if you're an English learner who wants to speak English with more confidence and get rid of speaking barriers. You'll boost your vocabulary, brush up your grammar and improve your pronunciation. Go to my website for full transcript and worksheets to each episode. Happy learning! Thank you for coming back. If you're here for the first time, I'm glad to have you here. I wanted to say thank you for sending me emails. You have no idea how excited I am when I see an email from a listener. It's pure gold. Thank you for all of them and please send more. I want to get to know you a bit better. If you have any suggestions on topics, song titles to break down the lyrics, or grammar points you'd like to hear about, write to me. I have lots of ideas, but I'd like to hear your take on that as well. After listening to this very episode, go to teacherola.com/18 and grab your free worksheet to practice sentence translation. Disagreeing might be more challenging than agreeing, especially if you have problems with speaking English, with your barrier. To disagree, you have to expose yourself, and for some of us, it's just tough. Secondly, the language itself. It's really boring, and what's worse, you sound like a robot if you use I disagree all the time. So I disagree is fine, but if you use it constantly, it becomes boring and you sound unnatural. Today, you'll learn alternative ways of expressing I disagree. You'll repeat them, hopefully out loud. I've been telling you this from episode 1. To learn speaking, you need to start speaking. Even if it's just one sentence a day, said to yourself in a car, that's better than nothing. It moves you forward, so keep it up. I thought that I should categorize those expressions, so I did. First group consists of phrases suitable for strong disagreement in a more formal way. In the second category, you'll find phrases useful when you want to be understood by your close friends and family members. They are very casual and direct. Some of the propositions are going to be rude and offensive. Some of them are slang. I'll let you know when we dive into the examples. Group 1, more formal expressions. First, let's deal with very strong disagreement expressions. Number 1, listen and repeat. That couldn't be further from the truth. That couldn't be further from the truth. Number 2, I don't think you and I have the same opinion on this issue. I don't think you and I have the same opinion on this issue. Number 3, I have a completely different opinion on that. I have a completely different opinion on that. Number 4, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. Number 5, I respectfully disagree. I respectfully disagree. Number 6, I see what you're saying, but... I see what you're saying, but... Number 7, I respect your point, but from my perspective... I respect your point, but from my perspective... Number 8, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Okay, let's move on to some still formal expressions, but weaker. So I'd say they're more polite. Listen and repeat. Number 9. I take your point, but that isn't the way I see it. I take your point, but it isn't the way I see it. Number 10. True, that is a fair point, but I have to say I disagree. True, that is a fair point, but I have to say I disagree. "11. I'm not sure I agree with you on that one. I'm not sure I agree with you on that one. 12. There is some truth to what you're saying, but don't you think that... There is some truth to what you're saying, but don't you think that... 13. I agree to some extent, but... I agree to some extent, but... Number 14. On the whole, I agree with you, but... On the whole, I agree with you, but... 15. I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. Okay, the list of more formal expressions. As you may have noticed, some of them sounded more polite than others. There's a strategy when it comes to showing opposing point of view. To make it more polite, to soften the message, which might be hard for someone, show that you understand the other person's opinion. For example, I see your point, that's a fair point, I know what you mean, I see where you're coming from. You can even pretend to be unsure about your own opinion or solution. I'm not quite sure I agree. On the whole, I agree with you, but... Okay, let's move on to group 2, informal casual expressions. And please use them only in a safe environment. I mean, in front of your close friends, family members, and nowhere else. They're direct, some of them are rude. There are no swear words here, but I'm sure you all know them. So let's focus on those not offensive ones. Number 1, I don't accept that. I don't accept that. Number 2, I don't think so. I don't think so. Number 3, I guess so. I guess so. Do you hear the intonation? Listen again. I guess so. Intonation plays a crucial role. It shows you're not willing to do or accept something. You disagree, but it's a weak disagreement. Okay, number 4. I don't see eye to eye on this one. And this one is an idiom. Let's repeat it. I don't see eye to eye on this one. Number 5. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. 6. That's not quite right. That's not quite right. 7. That's not true really, is it? That's not true really, is it? Number 8. Very nice. That's it. And use it for small things. Trivial, unimportant, or not very important issues. Listen to this example. Mom, can I have some chocolate? Not before the dinner. Number 9. Yes, but. Yes, but. Number 10. No. No. Well, it really can be offensive as well, but it all depends on the situation, so it's so hard to tell you now, will or won't it make somebody offended? Well, it might, but I guess this before no, it shows that you are considering the opposing view of the person you speak to, so I guess it's not that offensive. There are more offensive words coming, so wait for them. 11. Nah. It's quite different from no, isn't it? So no is strong, but nah, it's like much more casual. I'm sure you know what I mean. If you watch TV series or films in the original, I'm sure you heard it many times. Okay, and number 12, well. And let's jump into rude and possibly offensive phrases, but no swear words here. Number 1, don't be so sure. Don't be so sure. Number 2, what? No. What? No. Number 3, you've got it all wrong. You've got it all wrong. Number 4, hell no. Hell no. And I'm sure you know a bit more offensive alternative, but I'm not gonna say it here. Number 5, yeah, no. I love it. It's so cool, isn't it? Listen and repeat. Yeah, no. Hilarious, isn't it? So it might be like this, as I said it just now, longer, with this 3 dots between. Yeah, 3 dots, no. Or shorter version, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Number 5, haha, no. Haha, no. Cool, huh? Isn't it? Oh my goodness, it's so natural to use, but only in very close environment of people you really know well. Number 7, nope. Nope. Again, I have to add it. It's really straightforward. Be careful with using it. It might be offensive. Number 8. Oh, and this is really rude. You're talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish. Number 9. Come on, how can you say that? Come on, how can you say that? Number 10. I'll just say it. Bollocks. It's a vulgar British slang word. Bollocks. Nonsense. Bollocks. I disagree with this. It's bollocks. 11. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Number 12. You must be joking. You must be joking. Number 13. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Now, what's your favorite way of saying I disagree? Have you learned a new one? Let me know. Don't forget to check out the worksheet I prepared for you. If you know someone who might benefit from my podcast, spread the word and let them know about me. Come back next Wednesday, it's gonna be another Learn English with Music episode, this time Taylor Swift. Have a great week. Till next Wednesday, happy learning, bye bye!